I am very happy because this time we hopefully can bring all of the match to you guys. As this is the rematch of rematches as the former champion, Noah, the Nightmare Tyndall, challenges the new champion, Big E, Elijah Furton, for the BA MMA Grand Prix Championship in an Ironman match. Both young men, this is their specialty, and this should be an absolute clinic, which is why it is our main event, because I don't think there's anybody who would want to follow this. All right, here we go, folks. Indeed it is. This is going to be an absolute clinic, folks. Here comes number one himself, the Nightmare from the UK, Noah Tyndall. There he is. Still your European champion, as you can see. During our Us versus Them special, the Nightmare got a chance to continue his path of destruction, defending that European championship in grand fashion, I guess you'd say. As a Nightmare, Noah Tyndall now looking to get his title back against the fairly newcomer to this side of the tracks. Let's not forget that we had a change of roster switch, as some people have come to the BA MMA side of things from the opposite, and vice versa. Big E, Elijah Furton, jumping over to the BA MMA side of things, as he does fit all the requirements. Also jumping over to that side of things is number 13, Isini Verkovitz, has also jumped over the BA MMA Grand Prix side of things. Going to the Universal side of things from here, of course, was the Convery Chess Club, which is two people. As the Nightmare Noah Tyndall looks like he's ready for action. Oh my, what is that? And here comes Big E himself in grand fashion. Goodness me. This new entrance, since jumping over to the opposite side of things, has been quite an interesting transition, I guess you'd say. I'm glad that we're doing this live, because this is going to be an absolute clinic. The last time Big E was in an Ironman match, it went to a sudden death, and we unfortunately lost about 25 minutes of a 45-minute warm-up, of a 45-minute Ironman match. And it was an absolute clinic, and it was a shame because both young men did a fantastic job. As Big E steps into the ring, the defending champion. This is not new to him. He has been champion before, but this is his first title defense since winning the BA MMA Grand Prix Championship. And again, it will be Ironman rules. Both young men will be able to utilize any way that you can get a fall for, technically. Knockouts, submissions, pinfalls, all of the above. There are no disqualifications, however. No countouts. and they do count anywhere. Liverpool. You can barely hear this capacity crowd here, but they are very much on board. That is quite the look for Big E there. Goodness gracious. Fans here chomping at the bit for this one. 20 minutes on the clock. Here we go. And Big E is going to start things off. What a rear naked choke that is. Very different style. Both young men trained in similar styles are also cross-branded athletes, meaning that they do multiple other sports as well, and they are successful in those as well. I am very happy to announce that in talking with the Nightmare, Noah Tyndall, we do know that he will be returning to the F4L headquarters podcast eventually. We're told that he's going to be here the week of his next super fight, which is coming up very shortly. And that will be fantastic, and we'll be bringing that to you guys everywhere your podcast can be heard, and also right here on this very channel. You can actually see the Nightmare himself tell you why he is the best and why he is the Nightmare. We'll have to find out what he thinks of his matches here, as Big E right now is taking the fight to the Nightmare, which I gotta say doesn't happen often. And getting a near fall. Elijah can't believe, oh, what now? What is that? Being distracted is Big E. What is that? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's a Red-Headed Terror. The Red-Headed Terror, Anthony D showing up. Training partner of the Nightmare, Noah Tyndall. Well, that's interesting stuff there. That'll put a damper on things. Noah the Nightmare Tyndall's training partner and tag team partner, Anthony D, making a surprise appearance, nailing Big E, Elijah Furton. Coming all the way to Boston for this this is an Ironman match, 20 minutes on the clock, as Big E, even after getting hit with the chair into the rear naked choke, and the Nightmare having no choice but to tap. But by no means, folks, can you count the Nightmare out just yet. Noah Tyndall, extremely resourceful, and is the ropes. These two young men are tremendous athletes, and the Nightmare knocking that out of the way. I'm sure the Nightmare is a little disappointed there's no cage involved here, as that is his favorite. Elijah Furton is the first one to get a point. Not nailed to the breadbasket. Another shot to the gut. On the outside? No. And the Nightmare not going to fall for that. Oh, looking for the chop block, but Big E had it scouted. And Elijah Furton is on fire right now as he's measuring the Nightmare. Oh, misses a nice move there by Noah, avoiding that spin kick. It certainly would have been a nightmare of his own. But Noah Tyndall showing that he has been through it all. German release suplex. Chair in hand. Oh, and Big E had it scouted. And this time Noah had that one scouted. He was not going to get caught in that again. There's the spin kick, and Noah goes in for the cover. And gets a near fall. Unbelievable. The intestinal fortitude of these two young men is commendable. And there is a triangle armbar out of nowhere. And there's a submission for the Nightmare, Noah Tyndall. And this thing is tied up one in piece. And we still have 15 minutes and 37 seconds left of this contest. The rope saving Big E from being pinned right there. Sent off the ropes and out of the ring by the Nightmare. Tyndall going right after his opponent. One of the best out of the UK, taking on one of the best in the UK and the United States on the West Coast side of things. Look at this. There's Noah trying to overpower Big E, and Big E able to shift his weight to avoid whatever that has. And there's a triangle on the outside. Triangle armbar on the outside, and that's a submission. And that's a point. Noah Tyndall, the challenger, with 2 points now over the champion, current. We said these two are very much evenly matched, folks. The only one of the biggest differences is their different types of football that they are accustomed to. Uh-oh. Big E. Beautiful snap suplex right there. Kick to the gut. Watch out. And there is that rear naked choke on the outside. And Noah desperately trying to get out of that. He knows better. Able to get out of that hold. As the challenger able to avoid that rear naked choke that Big E has been using. The differences between the football is Noah playing European football, which Americans call soccer, and of course Big E plays American football, which Europeans probably look at as a version of rugby maybe, as the Nightmare laying out Big E with that baseball bat. All's fair in love and war, I suppose. I don't believe either one plays baseball. Kick to the head as the Nightmare now measuring Big E. Kick to the head. The Nightmare pulls ahead with one extra fall. Now going for another type of submission. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, face to the... Trying to wear his opponent down. Big E having a hard time right now. 13 minutes left. Still plenty of time, folks. Nightmare, chair in hand. Big E knocks it loose. Brings it back in. Looking for the rear naked choke again. No, that's not it. That's a stunner out of nowhere. That's a different type of maneuver. And Big E gets another fall. And now we're back to another tie. Headbutt. That's using your head. No pun intended. Noah. Reversal there. Oh, and Big E this time avoiding the spin kick of the Nightmare. Look at that. It's a dragon leg screw working on the leg of the Nightmare. Can't do a lot of kicks if he can't stand. Both young men, tremendous in striking. Both are trained in kickboxing, as well as boxing, as well as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. As Big E showing that he could use a baseball bat as well. And there's the Nightmare with a right hand. Oh, kick to the gut. He's going to go for it on the outside. There is the rear naked choke on the outside of it. And the Nightmare, probably worn down from the baseball bat shots. It's now, champion's got the point by one. The Nightmare fires back. Another spin kick into the cover. And that's exactly what happened, and we're back to another tie at 11 minutes and 26 seconds left of this contest. This is your main event for Icons of the F4L Dream Masters 9/14/23. as we got a surprise appearance by Noah's tag team and training partner, Anthony Demo, the Red-Headed Terror. And I'm sure that will not go without being looked at by Big E. Looking for that rear naked choke again, and this time a chop block by the challenger. Heads to the takedown as Noah now going to the chair, nailing Big E. We're all tied up, 3 apiece. Oh my, what a move by Big E. Almost like a Van Daminator there. Kick to the gut. He's going to go for it again. He is. He's in the ropes. And the ropes saving the Nightmare there. Big E is fired up, goes to the second rope. Oh, springboard elbow. Nice maneuver. You don't see Big E going to the ropes often. Uh-oh. And again going for the rear naked choke. And again, the ropes saving the Nightmare. Oh, crushing blow by that chair. We have a chair and a bat in the ring. And the champion into the cover. And he picks it up. We're up to 4. Noah, kick to the gut. Watch out. You know, one of the things you got to respect about Noah is he always pulls out new things all the time. I don't know where you learned that. I know you don't learn that in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class. And there's a triangle choke. Triangle armbar, and there is a point for the Nightmare. We're tied up again, 4 apiece. And a baseball bat in hands. Calling them a tie-up headbutt. Both young men have tremendous head strength. I don't know how well that does. And uh-oh. Again going to the rear naked choke, and again in the ropes. The ropes coming to save the Nightmare. As Big E in the corner. Noah's got to be careful of those spears. As that football background comes in handy. Into the cover. And there's a point for the champion. These two, again, evenly matched. And Big E going to pull it away, maybe. Brainbuster. Fails to go for the cover, but the Nightmare rolls to the outside to avoid the cover. And that's trying to pick the Big E out of the ring there. Uh-oh, he ran into it that time. There's a headbutt. And a throw by Big E. Both young men getting a great response here in Boston at the Mamakin at the Jazz and Friends Expo event. Uh-oh, watch out. What a throw by Big E going to the high rent district. Again, you don't see this often about him. Flying headbutt. I don't think I've ever seen him do a flying headbutt before, but he just did it. Oh, and the Nightmare avoiding whatever that was. Nice hits to the takedown. Noah feeling it. Oh, what a neck breaker. Misses the knee, however. Avoids getting caught by the champion currently. And the Nightmare lighting up. There's that spin kick. Those kicks are lethal by the Nightmare. And that's a fall, and that's another tie, 5 apiece. I want to remind people the original Ironman match that people put on a pedestal between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. The end result was only 1 fall. There was no 5 or anything past 1 fall. And that went into sudden death to get that 1 fall. These 2 young men already have 5 each and already have a 5-star match at 6 minutes and 34 seconds into this contest. This is why it is the main event, because who would want to follow this? The Nightmare going back into the ring, feeling the effects of all of this match, and there's the Big E coming right back in. Oh, the Nightmare clipping him with that kick. I don't think he got all of it. As you can see, definitely lacerated his eye with that kick. And the Nightmare now going to the high rank district. Oh, a leg drop from the top rope. You don't see that by the Nightmare either. Usually there's no rings for him to springboard leg drop off of, and there is a fall. And the Nightmare, the challenger, pulls up ahead. Spin kick. What a kick. He caught him right on the temple with that one, and now snap suplex. The young man from Liverpool taking the attack to the Sacramento phenom that is Big E. Uh-oh. Oh, with baseball bat now. Shot to the ribs, across the head. Big E rolls through, nails him. Watch out here. Oh, no. And now he's far enough from the ropes. Can't reach the ropes, and that's a submission, and that is what he was missing before, and that's 6 apiece now. 5 minutes left of this contest. I hope we don't have another sudden death, because that would be insane. Another knee strike by the champion to pull ahead 7-6, the champion. 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Nightmare clips Big E, European uppercut. On elbow tie up. And the Nightmare now. Oh my goodness, what a throw. Uranagi throw by the Nightmare. Nailing him with the chair now. Oh. I'm curious why he didn't go for a cover. That's what I would have done as the hammer. As the Nightmare, as Big E, double leg takedown and just hammering away at the challenger. You had to wonder if everyone in the BA MMA side of things is watching this right now. As Big E gets another fall to go ahead by 2. The Nightmare sent back into the ring. And Big E, chair in hand, the Nightmare coming out to meet him, knocks the chair free. Big E sends the Nightmare back into the ring. And the Nightmare waited for it. And watch out here. Oh, what a throw. The Nightmare with a beautiful suplex. Big E rolling to the outside. The Nightmare coming to meet him. Sends him back into the ring. Oh, drop kick to the head. I'm curious why he's not following up with any kind of a cover. That's what I would be doing. And Big E with a reversal there. Sent off the ring, off the ropes rather, dropped down. A meeting of the minds. Calling elbow tie up. Big E sends the Nightmare out of the ring. Baseball bat in hand. And the Nightmare to a knee. Oh, wakes up to a baseball bat to the head. And into the cover. And that is going to be 9 points for Elijah Furton. He is now up by 3. The Nightmare knocking that baseball bat loose. Sends Big E back into the ring. And the Nightmare calling elbow tie up. Kick to the gut. Now, where Big E is, what he wants to do is try to draw out the clock. Because if the Nightmare starts to get some momentum into the cover, and that brings it to 7. If the Nightmare starts to get momentum, he will bring it to the platform, so to speak. It sends the Big E out of the ring. Oh, catches it with a kick on the temple into the cover. In 1 minute and 42 seconds left, the Nightmare feeling it. Big E getting a right hand by the Nightmare, fired up. Looking for a toy and a stop sign into play. And the Big E just took that away from him. And the Nightmare just got clocked with the stop sign into the cover. And there you go, 10-8 right now with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Kick to the gut. Big E going for the submission. Brainbuster. Big E, chair in hand now. Here he comes. The Nightmare catches him, but he's still on his feet. Another right hand. Kicks DDT by the Nightmare into the cover. That's a fall. 10-9, and the Nightmare is down by 1 point with 35 seconds left. What a shot there. Can the Nightmare do it? He's gloating to the fans, which, gotta respect that. The fans love him. 17 seconds left. Reversal by the Nightmare. Reverse neck breaker. And the Nightmare, again, looking for a toy versus going for a pin. Oh, catches it with a knee, and Big E is going to win this by 1 point. What a barbaric match. Absolute clinic, folks. This is why our roster is the best roster on the planet. Fantastic performance by both these young men, leaving it all on the line. Tremendous contest. Absolute banger, as they say. Big E picking up the win after an absolute war with the Nightmare. The Big E, what a match. It was indeed the greatest of all time, and may all your dreams come true. Peace, everyone, from the F4L headquarters and the F4L icons. Peace.